So I think the first thing is dispelling those myths. There is a current hashtag and rally call going around right now called that I think it was Autistic Self Advocacy Network started. It could have been someone else. But the idea is nothing about us without us, meaning if you have a TV show featuring an autistic character, cast an autistic actor. Like they're out there. There's actually several famous actors who are autistic. So we can act. Um, if you have an organization that purports to help autistic people, not exploit them, there should be autistic people on the board. The majority of them should be autistic. That's like having, a board of white men deciding healthcare for women. That doesn't make any sense. So the main singular point is to actually center those autistic voices. One of my side projects is a group called Books for Littles, and we're going to start a website in the winter. I'm not sure if you've heard of it, but the idea is it focuses on books for story time with younger kids from newborn to preschool, newborn to kindergarten, and we focus on those harder topics. Like there's some fun books in there, but we focus on racism and we focus on social justice, on accepting and respecting disability. And one of the main issues that I'm constantly running into, especially with books on disability, is they're written by non-disabled people about non-disabled people, and maybe they'll reach out to a doctor or something who focuses on those disabilities, but they don't actually talk to a disabled person themselves. So they're full of these kind of repulsive myths, especially for books about kids with Down syndrome, that really harm those communities. I would say the majority of the books in the libraries are actively harming. They center on a non-autistic friend talking about an autistic friend, and why? So that's the first thing we can do is we can start centering disabled voices. And even our nonverbal autistic people, usually there's some way we can communicate. Why not center those voices? We have the technology now. So, put them in more positions of power, pay them when they actually participate. So, we have a lot of autism lectures and stuff like that. We have panels of people with doctors and writers and all these non-autistic people who are being paid, and then they invite a couple of autistic self-advocates, and those people are not being paid. Now, for people who already have a hard time finding gainful employment, that's just kind of ridiculous. It doesn't make any sense, and that's kind of the definition of supremacy and oppression, when we're paying the oppressors to talk about the people they're oppressing, because they're always going to miss some complex aspects of it.